poking me.
But we're making a poke cake.
But you don't need to poke me.
Okay, poke, and more poke.
It's a coconut cream poke cake.
It's not just any poke cake,
Right.
it's coconut cream.
Right.
That is right. So what all we got here, Dan?
So we're starting off with a box of white cake mix.
We
Any
use Dunkin'
brand.
Hines most of the time. I like it.
And then we're going to add the rest of the ingredients. 3
Okay.
eggs,
3 eggs going in.
1 cup of milk,
1 cup of milk.
carefully poured,
Carefully pouring it in.
1/2 cup of vegetable oil right there,
1/2 cup of vegetable oil.
1 4-ounce. This is a coconut cream Jello pudding mix.
Jello pudding mix.
You don't have to use Jello. Use whatever brand, but it's a coconut cream.
Okay, and it goes in the cake
in,
mix.
yes.
Okay. Wow. Yum.
And then you want 1 teaspoon of vanilla.
Okay, we got vanilla here. 1 teaspoon here. I just love coconut, don't you?
I
Dan?
love anything with coconut. We
I
made
do
a
too.
cake last week that had coconut in it. We're kind of got coconut on the
We
brain,
do,
don't we?
and you know what? You know, Tink has his favorite cake that's a Hawaiian pie. It's really not a cake, it's a pie, but it's not a pie, it's cake. And he's gonna love this because this reminds me of that.
Yeah,
Doesn't
it does. In fact, I think this would be even easier.
I think so.
Now you're going to mix these with your mixer.
Okay, here I go.
Blend until well mixed.
Okay, does it say any certain amount of time?
Nope, it just says mix together.
Because you know on the cake mix they always say 2 minutes. Mix for 2 minutes.
2 mixes for a whole 2 minutes.
I do.
I never do.
Because I'm a rule follower, Dad. You're not a rule follower.
I normally am.
Yeah, you really are. You're more of a rule follower than
I normally am. So I just mix it until I can't see any more lumps, usually.
Right.
But I'm sure there's a reason that it says mix for 2 minutes. So you probably should do that.
Okay, we are going to mix it for 2 minutes because I don't want there to be any lumps.
And you don't have to stay here while we mix the whole thing, so we'll be back.
We'll be right back.
Cake mix is all mixed.
It
In a couple of
is.
minutes.
Perfect.
So you're going to pour that
How
into
did you
your...
know that was the spatula I wanted?
Because we think a lot.
in my
and
brain
I
I
could
was saying,
tell.
I hope she gets my whatever.
We actually fought over it one night.
Spatula.
I wanted it and you wanted it.
No, it's funny. Now this batter is a little bit thicker than your normal cake mix. Why? Because it's got that pudding mix. in it.
Yes. And you pour it into a 13x9 baking pan.
I even had Deb check and make sure we hadn't
We
left
went
out a
over.
liquid.
We went over all the ingredients. Everything is there, and we're gonna bake it at 350 degrees for how long? 32 to 35 minutes. So we'll be watching it, and when it comes out of the oven, we have another step to do with some coconut cream Lopez. The cream of
Coconut
coconut.
Lopez.
Coconut Lopez.
That's good stuff.
Yeah. So we will be back after the cake is finished. Bye. So while your cake is in the oven, here's what you do. Open up a can of condensed milk.
I'm opening up a can.
We have Eagle Brand, and pour that into a bowl.
And it's good to use a little Pampered Chef spatula.
Yeah,
Because
a
it
very
gets every
small
drop.
spatula, yes.
I like these because they get every
little
drop.
bit. And then, what is this called? I always forget.
Sorry,
Water
I washed
spray.
the lid off, y'all, because you know that's a good tip. Always wash the lids off.
We should have that
This
as a
is-
Tuesday tip.
We should. Cream of coconut.
So open it up, and you're going to add it to your bowl with your condensed milk.
If you have a hard time finding this in your
always-
grocery store, it is in the mixed drink section.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay.
That's the same place I found the
It's
what's it called? The club soda.
oh.
We
okay.
needed that for a recipe, and the club soda was
Yes,
in there.
yes.
Yeah.
So you're gonna mix this up, and then when your cake comes out of the oven, as soon as it comes out, you're gonna poke holes in the cake.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we're gonna pour this over the cake.
Now, when you open
warm
your
cake.
Coco Lopez cream of coconut, and I should have showed you this.
I know, we should have.
There's a lot of oil in there, and there's some hardened coconut stuff. I don't know what it is, but anyway, all of that goes in. It all goes in.
It all mixes in. So that is that way because it's supposed to be that way.
It's supposed to be that way. Don't be scared of it if you've not used that before. Sometimes you open a can and the hardened part is right on the top. Well, you have to dig that out and just get to the
first
goodie.
time I bought some, I didn't know it was supposed to be that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good tip too.
Alrighty,
All right,
y'all.
so we're still waiting on our cake. As soon as it gets finished, we'll be right back.
Okay, y'all. Deb is ready to do some poking. So she's going to poke our cake. So here you go, Deb.
Poke holes in your cake.
Yep.
All over. I mean, I don't know if there's a certain number or.
I would just make sure you get out everywhere you're going to cut a piece, you want to
Okay,
have
you're
that
right.
yummy goodness
You're
in
right, yeah.
it. Our cake kind of fell down in the middle. I don't know if I was jumping around or what happened.
And it says to do this as soon as your cake comes
While
out of the
it's
oven,
hot,
while
it
it's
says.
still warm. Yes.
Which is, yeah,
While it's still
kind of
hot.
different, you
Yes.
know. All right. As soon as Deb gets those holes poked, then I'm going to go and just pour our creamy cream of coconut and condensed milk.
Yeah.
Couldn't think of the word for a second.
I lose words all the time. And then this has to cool completely before the last step, which is the topping. But you want to get this filling poured on so that it can soak down in the cake. And you're going to taste it with every bite.
Better while it's hot.
Yes.
Oh my.
Wow. Y'all, and the cake.
We got a swimming pool in the middle.
We do. But the cake, we tasted it before we put it in the oven, or took a taste out of the bowl.
The batter, yeah.
Yeah, because it had that cream of coconut pudding mix, and it tastes just like coconut right there. So this now has to go in the refrigerator and completely cool before we put a topping of Cool Whip and it's Cool Whip and coconut on top of that. So we'll finish that up. Won't be until it cools for a while, and so you can't eat it. And it says that if it sets for 8 hours or longer,
that's best.
It's even better. So
we're gonna let it sit and hope that Tink doesn't eat it while I'm at work tomorrow.
better put a do not disturb sign on it,
on
the door, on the refrigerator.
Like he can read a do not disturb sign. He'd be like, oh, that's not for me. He would, I need to put a lock and a key and a bomb on it. That's what I need to do. Okay, we'll be right back, y'all, with the final product. Okay, you guys, our poke cake has been poked.
It's been poked.
And it's been smothered in the yummy goodness. And now we are going to add the topping. So look how it sank in the middle. I don't know if y'all can see that.
Somebody is going to get a big chunk of Cool Whip in the middle.
They are. They sure are. So let me scoot this back. Maybe we can. Okay, Deb is going to just plop on that with
the whole thing. I bet,
the whole thing, Deb.
Just put it all on there.
Yeah. And then smear it out.
Just smear it out.
Smear it. Smear it.
All the way to the edge. Drizzle it with.
We're gonna do more drizzle it. We're gonna pile it on there.
Okay.
So y'all make yourselves a coconut cream poke cake.
I know there's a lot of poke cakes out there. You can
There's a lot.
do all kinds of different things, but this one is probably going to be up there at the top for me as a very big favorite.
I think so too. And I know that Tink's gonna love it because he loves coconut cake of any variety.
It's really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
It still has to set for a little while. The longer it sets in the refrigerator, the better it is.
I'm gonna lock it up so we'll have it tomorrow. Oh, but look, y'all, the poke cake
is ready.
It was
Ready for the
easy.
fridge. It's very
Quite
easy.
easy.
Yes, very, very easy cake to make. So you may want to give a poke cake a try.
See y'all later.